Gene Hackman earned his reputation as one of Hollywood's most formidable actors, not just through talent, but through an almost military approach to his craft. He entered every set expecting focus, rigor, and professionalism, values he guarded fiercely. When someone disrupted that standard, Hackman didn't hide his irritation. He confronted it head-on. His dedication created unforgettable performances, but it also sparked some of the film industry's most intense behind-the-scenes conflicts. These are the co-stars and collaborators who clashed with him the hardest, and the real stories behind those tensions. 1. Richard Harris. The tension between Hackman and Richard Harris during Unforgiven didn't begin on set. It began long before. Hackman remembered working with Harris years earlier. Harris did not. When Harris greeted him like a stranger, Hackman took the slight personally. That quiet resentment carried into their brutal jailhouse scene, where Hackman's ferocity felt almost too real. Crew members later joked Harris took the beating of a man someone actually remembered. They finished the film professionally, but the personal distance never closed. 2. John Travolta. On Get Shorty, Hackman encountered the polar opposite of his work philosophy. Travolta floated through scenes with charm rather than preparation. Hackman arrived fully memorized. Travolta relied on cue cards. Hackman treated filmmaking like craftsmanship. Travolta treated it like play. At one point, after Travolta asked where to begin a scene, Hackman pointed at the massive cue card and said dryly, "Start right there, John." Travolta, oblivious, smiled and nodded. Though the movie became a hit, Hackman's patience never recovered. 3. Liza Minnelli. The chaos of Lucky Lady pushed Hackman and Minnelli into an emotional tug-of-war. Minnelli coped with the grueling shoot by laughing, singing, and keeping spirits high. Hackman, craving focus and quiet, found her energy overwhelming. Burt Reynolds recalled Hackman barking at Minnelli so sharply that the crew repeatedly had to clear the deck and let her regroup. They finished the project with no lingering warmth, just mutual exhaustion. 4. Margot Kidder. On Superman, Hackman stayed locked inside Lex Luthor's icy precision, while Kidder brought a whimsical looseness that clashed hard with his style. She improvised, joked, and played off Christopher Reeve. Hackman wanted structure. Their chemistry on screen worked, but behind the scenes, the mismatch in temperament created friction neither bothered to hide. Despite professional respect, they never built a real rapport. 5. Wes Anderson. Hackman's conflict with director Wes Anderson during the Royal Tenenbaums became industry legend. Hackman disliked the script, disliked the tone, and disliked being guided by a young filmmaker known for exacting picture book control. Anderson's soft-spoken direction clashed violently with Hackman's blunt, old-school approach. Stories spread of sharp remarks and emotional moments. Angelica Houston even left set in tears. When filming ended, Hackman left without a word. They never spoke again. 6. Denzel Washington Crimson Tide brought together two powerhouses unwilling to yield the floor. Washington countered Hackman's precision with his own fierce spontaneity, creating a constant undercurrent of competition. Washington later said, "If you come into my arena, let's go." Hackman respected the fire, but found the battle draining. Their on-screen tension became cinematic gold, but off-camera, the relationship stayed cool and controlled. 7. John Wayne. One of Hackman's strangest feuds came from a man he never worked with. Wayne, from afar, repeatedly criticized Hackman as the worst actor in town. Hackman never retaliated, but the comments stung, especially coming from a Hollywood icon. Wayne's daughter later admitted her father likely would have changed his mind after seeing Unforgiven and Hoosiers, but by then, it was too late. The two legends never met, never reconciled, and never shared a frame. Hackman's clashes weren't random or petty. They reflected a man who guarded the craft of acting with full devotion. His fire created conflict, but it also created excellence.